Hello and welcome to our 7th session. In this session, we're going to explore the data structure in Blender, downloading the resource file. For this session, I've provided you with a resource file. To download it, go to the YouTube video or the LMS, scroll down to the description, and click on the Patreon page link. Once you're on the Blender 5 Training Patreon page, scroll down to the Attachments section and you'll find a file named human-skeleton.blend. Click on it, wait for it to download, then click the folder icon in your browser to open the Downloads folder. Right-click the file, cut, go to the folder where you've been organizing your Blender learning files, Chapter 1, Basics, paste the file there. Now, copy the folder path from the top path field, Ctrl-C, opening the file in Blender. Launch Blender 4.5, either from your desktop icon or by searching in the Start menu. Click on Open. Paste the path into the address bar, Ctrl-V, press Enter, and select the file human-skeleton.blend. Click on Open. This will open the skeleton model. Revisiting collections. In our last session, we discussed collections. Inside the Scene collection, you'll see one scene. Within it, there's a human skeleton collection. If you expand it, you'll notice that all body parts are neatly grouped: head section, spinal column, etc. For this session, let's focus on the head section. Expand it, select the skull, and press numpad period to zoom in. Objects as containers. Every object you create in Blender acts like a container. Inside this container, the very first thing you'll find is the mesh data. For example, this skull object has a mesh named skull_mesh. Currently, this container only holds the mesh. You can rotate around it with the middle mouse button to see the structure. Adding a modifier. Now let's add a modifier to this mesh. Go to the Properties panel, Modifier tab, spanner icon, Add Modifier, Generate, Decimate. Before applying changes, let's check the mesh statistics. Go to Viewport Overlays and enable Statistics. You'll see this skull mesh has 32,315 vertices. If you're using this mesh in a game and want to reduce complexity, change the decimate ratio from 1 to 0.1. Now you'll notice the resolution reduces and the mesh triangulates. The vertices count drops to 3,229. This modifier is now part of the container along with the mesh. Adding a material. Next, let's add a material. Go to the Material tab, click New, and rename it Bones. Set the base color to a slightly yellow tint. Switch viewport shading from Solid View to Material Preview to see the effect. You'll also notice in the outliner this material is attached to the skull mesh. Adding an animation. Now let's animate the skull. Switch to Numpad 3 Side View. We want the skull to rotate.
Press R on keyboard and move mouse to rotate.
Currently, it rotates around the wrong axis.
Right-click to cancel it.
So with the object selected, Object, Set Origin, Origin to Geometry.
Skull origin point is now set to its center.
Go to Frame 1. In the Transform panel, Rotation, insert a keyframe, I. A yellow diamond appears. Go to Frame 30. Rotate the skull about 40 degrees along the x-axis and insert another keyframe. Now, when you scrub the timeline between frames 1 and 30, the skull rotates. In the outliner, under the skull container, you'll now see Animation, Skull_Cranium, Action.
Inside it, you will see Skull Carnium.
Open the Dope Sheet, Action Editor, and rename this to Skull Rotate. The outliner updates automatically. Understanding Blender's data structure. So the structure is like this. Every object equals container. Inside it, mesh data, modifiers, materials, and animations. Sharing data between objects. Let's try this. Go to Add, Mesh, Cube. Zoom in, numpad period. Move it and position it above the skeleton.
By default, cube container contains mesh data cube.
Now in the Properties Mesh Data tab, there's a drop-down. Select skull_mesh for the cube. Immediately, the cube takes the skull's geometry, even though its name is still cube.
Rotate it in x-axis by an angle of 90.
To share animation, open the Action Editor, select skull_rotate,
In the subgroup slot, select Skull Cranium
and apply it to the cube. Now the cube also rotates with the same animation. This shows that data can be shared between objects either directly or by duplicating it, something we'll dive into next session. Delete the cube afterwards to keep things clean. Go to File, Save. In this session, we learned how Blender structures objects as containers, how mesh, modifiers, materials, and animations fit inside these containers, how data can be shared between different objects. In the next session, we'll explore the various display modes in the Outliner window.